It's just over the halfway point, and all bets are off in Alberta's provincial election. If the polls are correct, every vote, even in traditional Tory territory, is being fought over. The CBC's Carolyn Dunn looks at a three-way race that is challenging all common wisdom.
After 3 years in Alberta, former British Columbia Danielle Vlemix is settling in well. But settling on a political party? She's undecided and wary.
Am I concerned that there's, for another 4 years to add on to that, and that makes it almost 50 years with the same party? That concerns me.
Indeed, the Alberta Progressive Conservatives have held office for 44 uninterrupted years. But now polls suggest that dynasty is under unprecedented duress. Its leader, Jim Prentice, facing a double threat.
But we've tackled tough times before, and we've got through it.
From the right, Brian Jean's Wild Rose Party.
I will not raise your taxes. No exceptions.
And from the left, a surprise contender. The NDP's Rachel Notley is shaking up the traditionally conservative political landscape.
Alberta is changing. It's time for the government to change too.
The polls indicate a kind of two-front war for the Conservatives, which is, again, a more difficult tactical environment than they faced historically.
If that's correct, how did it happen? Alberta voters were already angry after spending scandals forced the last Premier, Alison Redford, to resign.
What I think is basically borderline corruption, certainly misappropriation of funds.
Amid that anger, the price of oil plummeted and Alberta's economy went with it. Prentice didn't have to call an early election. Now he's facing the real possibility that decision is backfiring. But he's still defending it.
The reason we're having an election is that the province is at a critical point, and the decisions are not my decisions. They're decisions that belong to Albertans.
It's premature to count the Alberta Tories out. They've been down before and each time have managed to rally. But right now, the race is so tight, all of the leaders are facing questions about the possibility of a coalition government. Carolyn Dunn, CBC News, Calgary.